Hey y'all, how you doing today? Um, I hope you're doing well on this very rainy Friday. No, sorry, Thursday. Whew. Okay. All right. What we're going to talk about today is tires and inflating them correctly, the correct amount of pressure, and what you should be doing to keep your tires last, to make them safe, and to also make them last a long time. If you stop and think about it, your tires are basically the only thing between you, your vehicle, and the road. Okay, so if they have not enough pressure, the car is gonna waller around all over the place, and it's gonna feel like you're floating along. And for some people, that may sound great. To me, not so much, because you need control. You need to control the vehicle, and when you've got not enough air, when you've got too little air in the tires, you're going to have control problems. That's just as simple as it gets. Um, the other issue is that there's a lot of folks, a lot of y'all out there, there's a lot of misconception. There's myth and rumor and people claiming that this is fact, and the internet is not necessarily, sometimes the internet helps and sometimes it doesn't. Uh, it's people saying, hey, I'm running low profile tires, so I need to run more pressure. No, no, you don't. You might need to run a little more pressure, but not a lot. I mean, uh, the thing about this is some people are running, they think, hey, we were running 35 in our older tires and our non low profile tires and our regular sidewall tires. Now we're going to run, you know, 50 or 40 or 60 or something like that in our low profile tires. No, you're not. That's just kind of crazy. Um, the thing of it is, if you keep your tires inflated, they last a lot. They last longer, and you get better fuel economy. That's a proven fact. Now, some of y'all will rely on, somebody to check all of that for you. That's great. Some of you all are relying simply on the TPMS, the tire pressure monitoring system in your vehicles. There's a lot of vehicles that got that now, but there is problems with those. They are not entirely all reliable. So what you need to be aware of is that they can go wrong. When they go wrong, they will steer you wrong. So just something to be aware of. Those monitors, those sensors in the wheels, they usually have a battery. That battery runs down, and the code comes on your dash. So then you're thinking, oh, I don't have enough pressure in my tires, and you might go down to your local convenience store or someplace, where they got that quarter operated air pump, and you're sitting there chucking in maybe, 75, 80 pounds of air in your tires, and the gauge there is saying, oh, you've only got 35. Because that gauge has had the hell beat out of it, and it's never been replaced since the pump was put in 5, 10 years ago. So, however, you may just simply not know. But I'm going to show you how to do this. This is not hard. This is a tire gauge. I've been waving it around here for a while. This is a simple little tool. Just tells you exactly the pressure. It's simple. It's very, it's comically simple. Okay, let's get started here. First of all, what pressure do you need? Usually, myself, when in doubt, I'm like 34, 35 psi. Okay, when in doubt. That's a safe bet. Now, however, where would you find the information about pressure, tire pressure? Where would you go? Actually, it's very simple. Very simple. Now, right in here, you can see right there. See the tire size, and you see the PSI cold, 35. Okay. Now you see also the tire size says P215 7515. Yeah. We don't have that anymore. But now these particular tires here on my truck are a 16-inch now, and they are a 255 65 16. Now they still have a taller sidewall here, but I was looking on this sidewall earlier, and it has 40 psi is the max pressure. So, do we inflate it to that? No. We inflate it to what it said there in the door. So here we go. We're going to check it here. Make sure that your little white tip is pushed in all the way. You don't want to cram it in there. You just want to give a little tap. And what do we? Oh, sorry. Phone will focus on this. It doesn't want to focus. Oh, there we go. Let's see, yeah. 32, 34. All right, now something else is too. Each one of those little marks on here represents 2 pounds. Okay, so something to be aware of. So it's like 30, 32, 34, 36, etc., etc., etc. Now, I already checked these not long ago, so they should be just fine. So, but now this one here hasn't been checked in a long time. So, yeah, this one hasn't been checked in a while. So we'll go ahead and check this one real quick. Now, for some of you all, this is old hat. You know this. My phone is just having a tremendous issue trying to focus. It's like focusing on all the wrong stuff. There we go. We're at 30 psi exactly with that tire. Now, this particular car, these wheels came off of a Dodge Intrepid. And I would imagine they were probably speccing that car out at like 34, 35 psi on the tires. Now, this particular car, the Barracuda, which that wheel goes on, is going to be at probably about, I'm going to probably run on about 32. That's going to be a safe bet there. Okay? But let's see something else. Let's say you don't have this door tag or one like it on your vehicle. What do you do? How about that? Owner's manual. And you just go in the owner's manual, you look in here, and you look up oil pressure. Not oil pressure, sorry. Tire pressure. And you can look it up here. Let's see. Tire. You know. Let's see. Tire rotation. Tires. Okay, air pressure. 59. Page 59. So, I'm trying to do this one-handed, so I do apologize. I'll tell you what. Let's do it like this. Okay. All right. Okay, here. Tire inflation pressures. It says here, check more often if subject to a wide range of outdoor temperatures, as tire pressures vary with temperature changes. Inflation pressures specified in the chart are always cold inflation pressures. Let's see. Cold inflation pressures is defined as the tire pressure after the vehicle has not been driven for at least 3 hours or driven less than a mile after a 3-hour period. The cold inflation pressure must not exceed the maximum values molded into the tire sidewall. That's very, very interesting. Tire pressures may increase from 2 to 6 psi during operation. Do not reduce this normal pressure buildup. This is tire pressures for high-speed operation. Where speed limits or conditions such that the vehicle can be driven at high speeds, correct tire inflation pressure is very important. For speeds up to and including 75 miles per hour, tires must be inflated to the pressure shown on the tire chart. So, how about that? So it gives you a lot of really good solid information there about tire pressures. Yeah. Okay. So, that should tell you something right there as to, making sure you get the right information. Now, yes, you could look online and there'll be somebody there that will tell you, hey, check this person out or check that guy out or this guy or whatever, And, yeah, you can do that. But here's the problem. Like I've said before, you can't always trust everybody on the internet. Some folks really smart, really sharp, really on top of it. They know their game. They know what they're doing. They will give you the correct information every single time. Some folks, not so much. And that's what I'm talking about. Some folks are passing along myth and misconception and a rumor and just on and on and on and on. Best case scenario, best thing to do. Help yourself out. Look in your door jamb of your vehicle, either on the door or the jamb itself, or just look in the owner's manual. Okay? Never go by the max pressure. Okay? It's going to tell you the max pressure that tire can handle. That's not your operating pressure. There is a difference there. Okay? Here recently at work, I saw a woman come in. She had one tire was low. It wasn't. The rest, it was low compared to the rest of her tires. The rest of her tires were inflated to 75 psi, pounds per square inch. Yeah, 75 psi. That's crazy. She was driving on the roads everywhere. Now, here's something to keep in mind. Overinflating the tire, all that does is that pushes the center, this part of the tire, it pushes it higher than the other parts. Okay, so this center part will wear down faster than the outer shoulders. Okay, or these outer bands here. So you're not really doing yourself any favors by running the tires too much. If you run the tires with too much pressure, hey, if you're looking at doing drifting, you're in good shape. If you're looking at driving everywhere, not so much. You're just killing your tires. And tires aren't cheap. Even decent tires aren't cheap. So, do yourself a huge favor. Get out there with your tire gauge, and just, get out here with your tire gauge, yeah. And simple little device. Check your tire pressures. Inflate them back up. If you don't have a compressor at home or you don't have access to one, a lot of places will inflate them for you. Okay? I know like tire discounters will. So, something to think about. Okay? Anyway, yes, they will inflate them and they will do it for free. So, there you go. Some other places may do it for free as well. So, anyway, if you have any other questions about this or any of the other videos, you know what to do. Go down below, drop a comment, question, whatever, and I will do my very best to get back to you and give you an answer, try to help you out as much as I possibly can, much as humanly possible. Okay? So I thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate, all my subscribers, new and old. And I do appreciate everybody for subscribing. It is just amazing to me to see. Yeah, I looked that up and I've got like, this many new subscribers or, something like that. It's just crazy. And I love the interaction, the back and forth interaction between me and those of you all out there who are asking the questions or have the comments, and for those, so thank you very much, and God bless, and have a great one.